Here we go, folks. The button has been pressed. I've got something to say, so brace yourselves. It ain't gonna be pretty. My outrage at this moment is aimed straight towards the narrow-minded, ignorant, conservative jack-offs at the NRA. For years, the National Rifle Association has been a major player in the push for less gun restriction and steadfast support of the Second Amendment. Now, in the wake of several tragedies involving gun violence, most recently in the Newton, Connecticut shootings, there's been a heavy debate about how accessible guns are in our country and the efforts to try to limit the sale and use of higher-powered weapons such as assault rifles, shotguns, etc., that could and have been used in heinous acts such as these. The NRA wants no part in these debates. They have come out swinging in defense of their so-called constitutional right to keep and bear arms. From shooting down, no pun intended, any proposals for new gun legislation, to publicly speaking out against the media, as well as blaming these violent acts on movies, television, video games, pretty much everything except guns. The NRA has stood strong against the government and anyone who doesn't agree with their views. You may also recall the NRA, as well as others, have proposed the idea of putting armed police officers at every school in the United States. As irrational as that idea is, it's one of the only options the NRA even wants to talk about. Now the NRA is striking back after President Obama's latest speech on gun control. This time, they're hitting a little closer to home. Take a look at their newest ad.
Are the president's kids more important than yours? Then why is he skeptical about putting armed security in our schools when his kids are protected by armed guards at their school? Mr. Obama demands the wealthy pay their fair share of taxes, but he's just another elitist hypocrite when it comes to a fair share of security. Protection for their kids and gun-free zones for ours.
Are you fucking kidding me? Can you believe that garbage? Nothing but conservative manipulation, misinterpretation, and an appalling absence of logic and knowledge of how this whole system works. First of all, this protection that the president gets for his family is called the fucking Secret Service. It is a form of protection that has been at the disposal of the President of the United States for over a century now. Presidents, past and present, have used the Secret Service as their form of bodyguards. Bush Sr., Reagan, FDR, Eisenhower, all of these presidents, and many more, have had the Secret Service at the ready when it comes to protection of themselves, the family, and also other government figures. It's nothing new. It's not like the president just woke up one day and said, I'm going to go protect my kids and screw yours. I don't know this, man. So the entire argument is invalid. Even if that was the case, even if, let's say, the president did come out and suddenly decide he's going to have protection for his kids and he's not going to protect any of yours. The way this ad projects that idea, it almost seems less like a gun control ad and more of an anti-Obama ad. This is straight out of the Republican playbook. Attack Obama on his views and make the other side less crazy. I mean, seriously, you could have put this in during the election, during the campaigns in October, November, and it would have looked just the same as every other anti-Obama ad out there. I mean, obviously it worked so well during the election, it kept Obama from winning, never mind. Second, the ad calls Obama an elitist hypocrite. How about that one? A conservative group represented and supported heavily by the upper class in this country. Conservative, well-to-do, millionaires and billionaires. Calling Obama an elitist. Yeah, that's not hypocritical at all. And how about this one? The NRA despite being against violence in media, has just released a mobile game for the iPhone and the iPad called Practice Range. It is a game where you get to shoot at targets using realistic depictions of deadly firearms, such as the AR-15, which, you may remember, was one of the weapons used in the Newton shootings. Never mind that the game was just released 1 month after the tragedy. So, let me get this straight. They blame video games for contributing to violent behavior, yet they will gladly create a game where you shoot guns. Why would... I can't believe this! This is fucking stupid! I've lost all hope in this debate. Sure, the pro-gun control people do have their share of extremist views, but they're obviously not as fucking brain-dead as these conservatives. I mean, we've seen them on TV. We've seen them on the news. We've seen them on talk shows. We've heard them on the radio. A whole lot of bullshit. First you have NRA Vice President Wayne LaPierre coming out and saying, the only thing that will stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. More guns to solve our problems. Yeah, and while we're at it, those firefighters down the block that are fighting that 3-alarm fire, yeah, just go pour some gasoline all over the building and see if that helps. Or how about when it's raining? Oh, better go get your umbrella, it's raining. Let's just go dump some more water on everybody, because that should help solve the problem. Where is the logic in these arguments? I mean, come on. Are these guys so intellectually bankrupt that they have to use stupid ideas like more firearms to protect people from firearms? But my favorite of the entire anti-gun control crowd, conservative radio show host Alex Jones. You also may remember him as the guy who unsuccessfully tried to get Piers Morgan deported. So, anyway, a little while back, Alex Jones appeared on Piers Morgan's show to have a chance to elaborate his views on the anti-gun control, trying to get more people to side with him. So what does he do? He goes batshit crazy. He flies off the handle and completely turns into an escaped mental patient, reading out his claim, 1776 will commence again if you try and take away our firearms. Okay, once again, when, at any point in this whole debate, did the government ever say they're going to take away the guns? Never. Not now, not before, not ever. So, where does this whole argument come in? Where does this claim that, oh, no, they're going to take away our guns come in? The only thing I've seen on the table was to prevent people who don't need those guns to be able to get those guns, or people that are not allowed to have those guns to be getting those guns. Never once did he say he's going to take away the guns of registered owners, people who are allowed to have them. I don't know. But I just have a serious question for these pro-gun guys and girls. I do know that there are males and females supporting the push for less gun restriction. I have a serious question for you. Do you really want people like Alex Jones to be representing you? To be stepping up and being the voice for your cause? Yeah, that works just about as well as John Wayne Gacy being the representative of the National Clown Convention. Yeah. Not a good idea. So with all that said, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I know I'm still going to have a lot more to say, but I just wanted to let people know exactly how I'm feeling about it. It's a very sensitive issue, and it's one that's never going to be going away. At least not anytime soon. And if that's the case, if the case of these conservative nut jobs who are going to continue to push for gun control by using some of the stupidest ideas and examples ever, then this raging inferno we call a gun control debate is just starting to ignite. We're going to be at this for a while, so smoke them if you got them. That's all I got to say for now. Thanks for listening. And if you don't like what I said, you shouldn't have been watching.